All right, Doug. Always a whirlwind when you come to these drafts, right? What's it like when it's over after you put in a full years of preparation?
Yeah, it's obviously I don't want to say stressful, but there's a lot of work the last month or two honing that list down and talking to our scouts, finding out why they think these players should go in a certain order and comparing that against all the mocks that are out there every day and seeing if we're in the right ballpark. Let's ask lots of questions, and then when we see our players that are there, we're excited to pick them.
You had some extra draft picks in your pocket, a couple of second-round picks, a couple of thirds as well. I know you had some conversations with some general managers. How close were you to potentially even moving up or making a different deal?
Yeah, not really. I think everyone, the phone rings around your picks. I call to see what, if there's somebody there. But our list, we were pretty comfortable with getting people that we liked, and we could have moved back, but the risk wasn't worth. We didn't have multiple names there, so if you move back 5 or 6 slots, only have one name, especially early in the draft, there's a chance you miss your own player. So I've learned over time, if you like the player, take the player.
All right, prior to Friday's first round, you make the deal with Columbus. You bring in Alexandre Texier. He's going to add some speed. What do you like about him?
Yeah, I think he's just a good utility forward for us. I think that he really looked like he had his upside was moving forward when he was first here. Then he had some things he was dealing with, and he went back to Europe for a year. And we think, he's certainly a top 9 forward. We think he can push ahead with our group. We like the age. He's 24, going to be 25 this year. We control him for 3 years. Sometimes a second team and a fresh start is good for guys. I thought he had a good year last year, and he fits into what we're trying to, type of players we're trying to add.
You can't keep everybody, so Kevin Hayes goes to Pittsburgh. Talk about that decision.
Yeah, that was a difficult decision. I got to know Kevin last year and really respect him on the ice and off the ice, but sometimes it just doesn't work, and you don't know why, and you wish it did. But I don't think that our fit was good for him, and unfortunately, you have to make decisions, and it's a harder decision because. Well, I'm sure. It's an easier decision because how much I like him. It gives him an opportunity to go to a different organization and reconnect, and it made it a little bit more palatable for us to have to give up a second-round pick because we've had 10 picks in the top 3 rounds the last couple of years, and not to free up the cap space, but we are a business. $6 million cash is something that you had to pay to move along, and. We could have brought him back and tried to jam a square peg into a round hole for a second year, and I'm not sure was going to work. So I hope this is the best for Kevin, and I thank him. He's a hell of a human being, and sometimes it doesn't work.
Took a lot of defensemen, Army. Was that the plan coming in?
No, I do believe that we take the best player available. It just happened to be how it was falling for us, and that was a good thing. Our depth charts, if you look at our those picks that we have a first-round pick on the right side of defense, a first-round pick on the left side of defense, a first-round pick at center ice and Dvorsky, a first-round pick with Snuggerud on the right side, and a first-round pick on the left side with Bolduc. So, I think we're trying to build that depth back up, and we're excited not only for those players, but the rest of the players. As I said, we're excited about all our picks, but having 10 picks in the first 3 rounds the last 2 years is quite a bit when you look around the league, and we're excited for that.
I do want to ask you about your first rounder, Adam Jiricek. He had some injuries, so I know you went over to the World Juniors, weren't able to really see him play a whole lot because he got hurt in the first game. But what excites you about his upside?
Well, he's got good bloodlines. Obviously, his brother's a heck of a player, and we liked him in the Hlinka. We liked how he was progressing. Obviously, the injuries set him back, and sometimes you find with an injured player. Where they are on your list, whether it's 6, 8, 10, as they don't play and other players play, they drop. But as our guys watch other players and continue to watch the video from his past, he was able to hold his serve there, which was impressive for us. We think he's got good upside. We think he's a legitimate top 4 defenseman, and those are hard to find, and we got one.
Free agency begins Monday. How active do you expect to be? How busy will you be?
Yeah, that's hard to say. We have a plan. Obviously, we're going to stay true to our beliefs, but you never know what might happen if there's players there that can help us. I don't think anyone we bring, regardless of the term, is going to hold anybody out. because we have other players over time that are going to their contracts will expire. Like, we do these actuary tables for a reason. Like there's where you took the players last year in the first round when they play their 100th game. It's usually 3 or 4 years, and so I think we can try and see what's out there, and try and stay competitive now, and still leave room for guys moving forward.
All right, last thing for you, Pavel Buchnevich. I know you've expressed a desire to keep him beyond just next season. Where do things stand with Pavel?
Yeah, we've had very good conversations with Todd Diamond and Pavel, and it's something that we'll probably attack again in July. There's really no timeline on it for us. He wasn't a player that I discussed with anyone at this draft. Our goal is to see if we can get him signed, and that's our focus. And I give him a ton of credit. That's his focus too. And it's always that last little bit of getting comfortably uncomfortable for him and for us, and we're getting near that point.
All right, good news for Blues fans. What do you think of the Sphere being here in Vegas here over the course of the last couple of days?
Yeah, it's hot.
Really hot.
Yeah, no, Vegas is a great place, but it's also a great airport to get on to go home to.
Go back to St. Louis and cool down. We'll see you at development camp.
Thank you.